As you guys would know, my top value in my life is freedom, and I wanted to share how to be free today. First, surrender to what is. I think number one enemy to freedom is rebellious mind and untrusting heart. If we continuously rebel to myself and others and also resist how we feel, there comes a hell. Because we are constantly making a conflict that is out of touch with our feelings, which is our personal truth. Surrender to what is and how I feel is a key to freedom. These days I speak mantra every now and then. All I want is now to surrender to what is happening. When we finally surrender to what is, we can make a feel better choice within peace that is aligned with the life that we desire to live. 2. Attune to how you feel. Having personal freedom in life means you know yourself enough to make a preferable choice for you personally and express yourself in your life. To know ourselves, we need to find connection to our emotions once again. Emotions and feelings contains our personal truth. It shows who we are at the moment and what we have been through and what we really want. We don't necessarily have to dive into pain, but rather let pain comes up. I recommend Till's one YouTube video, How to Do Emotional Experiencing Process. 3. Be vulnerable. Being vulnerable in front of a safe, trustworthy people helps us to be seen and heard. It also strengthens relationships, which brings stronger understanding to each other if both parties properly saw each other. It is an opposite evidence of what we have experienced in the past that helps us to move beyond. It is becoming a proof that we can have freedom in our relationships and that we can show who we are and also have connection. Freedom doesn't have to come from solitude. Remember that. 4. Make a small choice and accept it. I'm getting to realize more and more that freedom requires a lot of responsibility and discipline. But the problem is, we who experienced trauma don't know how to own ourselves nor discipline ourselves. We try and fail, that pulls us down to powerlessness. What I want to suggest here is to make a choice with your free will that feels quite manageable and really accept that reality that created by your choice. Practice accepting small choices helps you to realize that you actually have power in your life. That is a key to empowerment because you are with yourself, with your choice that you made. 5. Find harmony between mind and heart. It means to see clearly what you think and how you feel. Oftentimes we caught up ourselves having conflicting thoughts that most of the time spirals down and overwhelming emotions that we constantly runs away from. This is a key combination for madness. And madness is not free because we are trapped within ourselves. To liberate ourselves from our thoughts and emotions, we use different modality. To find deeper understanding and clarity among your thoughts is parts work. You can find further understanding in Teal's one YouTube video, How to Do Parts Work. And also I use parts work in my shadow work sessions, which is now available. Secondly, I want to suggest completion process, which is created by Teal's one. That is a trauma healing method that is combined with shadow work and inner child work. It is to process and suggest resolution that didn't happen when trauma first happened, that we tapped into the old memories and then to integrate them in the now. I also do this session on my own, so you can also ask me if you need. To find clarity in overwhelming emotions is to go through, surrender, like going through the storms. When finally making peace with your emotions without being resistant to how you feel, you find freedom there. Because now you don't have to run away from yourself every time. 6. Gratitude journal without positivity escaping. I used to hate doing gratitude journal, so I didn't back then. I recommend not doing it if you don't feel like it. But if you want to, I recommend writing them down because it helps us to see the wider reality that contains positivity. It helps us to access what is available and what I have that helps us to feel more at ease of what is happening. Gratitude can coexist in negative situations, but I don't recommend using it to avoid negative feelings, which is again avoidance mechanism. 7. Experiment on yourself. Whatever things I say is an assumption for you unless you embody in your life. There's no progression in shadow work if you don't integrate what you learned. So I highly suggest experimenting on yourself. Experience and make it really yours. From there, you get to learn what is right for you personally and to build sense of trust that you can actually do it.